Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It is Thursday today, I think. Are you like me? You don't know what freaking day it is? Yes, it is Thursday. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and we've been doing some stuff. But let's get to today's bag first and foremost. Actually, I have changed directions. You can see another angle of my work, my little she shed here, my water bottles that I've left in here over the days that I've been working. These are all my baskets filled with wallets and smalls. It is not the windows that are putting this light in my glasses. It's the phone. So I don't know what to do about that. There's got to be some solution to that. If anybody out there knows how to stop the glare from the camera into my glasses, please let me know, because it drives me nuts. I can't imagine that it doesn't drive you nuts. Anyway, today's bag. So the shape of today's bag is my favorite, my go-to. It is called a baguette. Now, I'm thinking that this is probably too dark to show you this bag. Ah, there we go. Now that I know, actually that takes the glare away, but it just makes everything really yellow. Okay, all right, so we've solved a problem here. We've solved a problem. Put the light on, the glare goes away. We just need white lights instead of regular fluorescence. Ta-da! We've solved the problems of the world. Anyway, back to today's bag. This is a beautiful 2003 Stone Mountain mahogany brown baguette shaped pebbled leather bag. So let's unpack this little baby. It's such a pretty bag. If it was a little bigger, I wouldn't be selling it because this is my favorite shape. There is a slip pocket in the front. It has an absolutely gorgeous gusset, Stone Mountain stamped on the bottom. There is a little bit of color. There's a little bit of darkening in this corner, and there is a little bit on the ends. You can't even really see it. There's just a little bit of darkening in the creases. And this piping here was a little dry. I'm going to talk to you about that after we finish with the bag. But why I love these baguette bags, especially this one, because it's got that kind of doctor opening. It's a double-edged sword. It's amazing to go and get your stuff. Can be a little tricky when it comes to closing it up. I was a little disappointed that it didn't have two zippers, like to meet in the middle. I love that it gives you something to hold on to, because that is the only way you're getting around this bend easily. It is super simple and easy to use. There are slip pocket, a pen holder. Don't put your pens in the bags, ladies. Please don't. Another slip pocket, a little tabby for your keys or whatnot. And then you've got a leather lined zipper pouch with Stone Mountain all over it. And then you've got monogrammed fabric as well. I did notice there is a little circle. There is a little something right here, but I'm going to do my best to get that out. I missed it. So this is today's bag. I love the color. This mahogany kind of red brown. I love it. It is I would find it difficult to get it on my shoulder. Being as I've gained 9 pounds in 5 weeks, hopefully I can get my shit together el pronto. But anyway, back to the bag. So this was all a little dry. This bag has been around for quite a while. I think I recently found it in one of my lawn bags in the shed. So what I did today, and I can already see some of the lightning is coming back. I don't want to paint it because I don't want to mess. Actually, there is a little bit of a scratch on the leather too. I may work on that. I don't like that. So I will fix that. That's fairly easy to fix because it's just a small section, but I don't want to start re-dyeing whole areas. But I love this bag. This baguette shaped is just my go-to. Either that or the big totes. So if you are a vintage lover, you have to acknowledge the fact that these bags are 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old in some cases. They are a natural, leather is an organic material. Yes, the animal is no longer living and breathing and supplying the skin with nutrients and moisture from just being on a live animal, which is even more of a reason why you need to be moisturizing your bags. If you change your bags regularly like I do, and as you bring out a new bag, you notice that it's a little dry or it's a little lackluster in its color, depth, richness, whatever word you're going to use, you need a moisturizer. And this absolutely is my go-to. Leather Better. It's a Canadian brand. Now in the US and other places, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to get this, but definitely in Canada. The bike show is January 5th, 6th, 7th in Toronto. These folks are absolutely usually there. And sometimes you can get a better deal. It's not crazy expensive. It's a decent sized tin, as you can see. And this is what it looks like inside. So as you can see, I have used this like crazy. Pius already had a tin because he needed it for his chaps and his bike gear. So I've kind of absconded that as well. But we'll see. Maybe we'll pick up another tin. This I just apply with my hands. It is not greasy. It smells lemony. It is absolutely fabulous. Now, before this product, what I used to use was this Chamberlain's Leather Milk. Now, I haven't used this in probably a couple of years because I really, really prefer, but it smells wonderful too. It's like a milky. Now, I did pick up a brand, Absorbine, from a leather tack shop. I used to have a horse. I used to use Absorbine all the time as a liniment on my horse's legs. I thought the stuff was fabulous. So I bought this pot of like white cream, the worst. It left so much residue, especially in the divots of the pebble on the leather. It's still driving me nuts. I'm still finding bags from way back when, and I'm having to re-saddle soap them, which is controversial. We've had this conversation a few times. I use saddle soap. I do not drown my bags in it. I put it on, I wipe it off, and I have success with that. I really do. This stuff is nice. It's a little more expensive, but I find the pot is a lot easier to manipulate because I can put my hands in it. Now, the girl at the bike show last year using the Leather Better, I mean, she literally put her hand in it. I think I've mentioned this in the video before. This poor girl had a pair of square-toed cowboy boots, and this girl put so much of this stuff on her boots, it changed the color. So I am not sure if this, if that color stays dark. I would definitely spot check. Like if you were going to use it on a lighter color like this, I would definitely spot check it and leave it and make sure that the color, like I said, I don't drown the color. Let's try it. So this is one of those. So yeah, no, I mean, I literally just put that little bit. You can see there's a little bit of a sheen. And I just let it dry. because this bag was actually, let's do it. There was some really, see how dry that is? And it works so well. I'll just put on some, I'll do it a couple of times. I'll do it a few times and let it dry. And then, like I said, I'll do it over again. But this stuff is awesome. So for example, there's a couple of little scratches there. I got a little bit on my hand still. So it darkens that a little bit, but it will dry up again. But it's excellent stuff. So I just wanted to share that with you because, you know, when you pick up these bags, they're old and they do need to be maintained. They do. I mean, if it's just if it's a throwaway item, my bags, I don't consider my bags expensive. But I mean, if you're spending hundreds of dollars on vintage pieces of leather, you need to moisturize them. You need to get them to a point where they are going to be sustainable over time. And that takes a little bit of work. So you need to do that. So that is today's bag. We took back all our empties from pretty well the whole year. We had 3 totes, which I actually thought there would be more because we've done some drinking this year. At the trailer, after our wedding, we've decided that A, way too much money was spent. B, it's not that big of a deal for us. I think we just got caught up in the whole trailer. That's what you're supposed to do kind of thing. I have a serious 30 pounds to lose in the next 6 months, 6 to 8 months, and I'm doing it. I've already started working on a new workout regime, spent a little bit of time on that the other day. I'm going to be going from a 4 to 5 day weightlifting schedule to a 3-day all body weightlifting schedule. I would do, my biceps, triceps on Monday. I would do my inner outer thigh, backside on Tuesday. Wednesday would be chest and shoulders. Thursday was legs, and Friday, if I did a Friday, the last year or so, I haven't really been doing that 5th day. I would take one exercise from all of my 4 previous days and just do that. But I've been doing that for over 3 years. So it is time for a change. So I researched exercises for over 50. I mean, let's face it, I am hurting unit when I go to the gym and I don't really like it. It's too much. So I don't want to put myself into a position where I'm going to get injured or anything like that. So some big changes in the workout front. I know what I need to do nutritionally. I've just let myself go. I've let it go. I've let the routines go. Pius, we're pretty well sure he's going to be back to work in the next 2 weeks, maybe 3 at the longest. On modified duties, he is still really having a hard time with that part of his arm that the physio manipulated to the point of almost breaking. So he's going to have to do a little bit of research on that. I think he's going to need another MRI. But anyway, whatever. That is just something that we will have to be working on. I'm still sleeping in the chair. Pius is just not sleeping well still. So I'm finding that I'm sleeping better in the chair. For my own medical reasons, my hand and my arms aren't going numb, and it's just one of those things. So I'm gonna have a little drinky poo. My throat is dry. Oh, that's strong. I put the Mio Crystal Light liquid in my water. Whew, that was a little strong. That was a vodka bottle. When I use vodka and water, and then I put the Mio in it when I'm not drinking wine. This 15 pounds wine, or 9 pounds rather, in the last 5 weeks. Well, I mean, we haven't really drank that much. I don't know. Chocolate and wine. That's what it is. I am a absolute bona fide chocoholic. And Pius, love him to death, but he brings me stuff. And I've said to him, I think I've said to him, if I was an alcoholic, would you bring vodka into the house? No, you wouldn't. So please don't bring me chocolate because I am addicted. But I need to get in control of my own self and not blame it on my hubby. Albeit it's so much easier to blame it on him. But his appetite is way down for whatever reason. So not that he says he's lost that much weight, because he's been eating a lot of shit too. So anyway, we will get on track. We will get back in the swing of things once our routines get back into play. This shed is boiling. I've had the heater off for the last 45 minutes, I think, and I'm about ready to open the door actually, because it's like 8 degrees outside. So I mean, we're almost at January in Canada, and the weather now, southern Canada for sure, but the weather is nuts. So anyway, that is it for today. We went to Pius's mechanic at his work, saves metal for him to take to the scrapyard because he donates it to a children's facility. They have branches all over the place called Lansdowne Children's Center. Oh, that's getting a little chilly now. So he donates whatever he gets from the recycler to there. So we've got a few $100. So we did that. A little bit of grocery shopping. We took all our empties back. We got a whole $12. But you know what? Better than a kick in the pants. So we did that. And, and I found, so we were talking to Doug. Hi, Doug. Pius's buddy on the phone, and he has boats and classic cars. He told me to get rid of the little car today. One day I'm keeping it, one day I'm getting rid of it. It's just, he's like, if the rockers are rotten, then what else is rotten under there? And I'm like, but I'll replace it all. Some lunatic has to be the one to refurb all these classic cars that you see out there. You know, the GTOs and the Grand Nationals and all of those. Somebody, now it is usually somebody who did the work themselves, but somebody has spent way more than the car's worth at some point to fix it up. And to be honest, there really isn't another car out there that I want. And if I can't find another car that's like my car. And it is the turmoil. The turmoil is insane. But anyway, so we did all that today. Tonight we are, I was telling you what Doug told me. I'm all over the place. You know those little, are they called Unstoppables, or I'm not sure what they are. They are the little beads that you put in your dryer, I think it is, or your washer to keep your laundry, refreshables or something. That's what he puts in his boats to stop the mustiness. So he said, get yourself those little gauze sachets, which I think I already have some somewhere. And he said, put this stuff in there. Now this is going to be something I have to, here they are. I have to remember what's in all the drawers. It's like compartments in your purse. If you don't put the same stuff in the same compartment all the time, you have to go through them all. These little guys. Put that stuff in it and put that in the bags instead of the lavender soap. So I'm not sure if that would be more cost effective or not, but I will try it. And he recommended, we used dryer sheets in the trailer, and then we were told peppermint. But he said Irish Spring soap and just cut it up. So I don't know. The dryer sheets work for about 5 minutes, and the peppermint, he said, doesn't last. But we are going to go to the trailer in probably a week or two, and we are going to, part of us hopes that some squirrel has chewed the shit out of it, because then we can just get rid of it. And part of us hopes that it's not damaged very much because of the weather. We've had so much rain. That is the kryptonite to our trailer at the moment until we can fix it, because of what we purchased was damaged, and partly our fault for not checking it enough. But anyway, water under the bridge. It's done now. So we will be heading out there soon. Maybe I'll do a little video, take you with us. We have to park outside the park and walk in. Apparently New Year's Day. Is it New Year's Day? If it is New Year's Day, or is it New Year's Eve? If it's New Year's Eve, we're busy because that's when my mom is having our Christmas finally. They are both feeling better, mom and dad. But anyway, we'll go and check the trailer out. I think they open the park up for everybody to come and check out their trailers and whatnot. But we are already kind of counting down the posts on the site for our park are starting. 22 more days to May 2-4 long weekend, or 22 more Saturdays or something like that. So anyway, everybody, that is about it for today. So we aren't doing anything tonight. We are off to, what are we doing tomorrow? Oh, we're going to visit my friends Randy and Lori tomorrow evening, but I'll be with you before then, I think. Like I said, I don't know what flippin' day it is. Anyway, everybody, have a great rest of the day, and I will more than likely talk to you tomorrow. Bye.